Oh well, when my parents came, that was awesome. They kind of realized why I don't want to come back to Colombia. So my name is Nicolas Porras. I'm from the beautiful country of Colombia. I was in the Colombian army forces for 6 years. My rank was second lieutenant. I decided to leave for different factors. One of them was, I think probably the major one, is that I was feeling that I wanted to see the world. I was feeling that I was missing out, going to a different country, meeting people from different cultures, stuff like that. So that was a big one. Another one is that well, the Colombian military is really hard to be. It's not really well paid. It consumes a lot of your life, and obviously a lot of your friends. I lost lots of my friends that I went to the academy to. So all those things kind of like were like adding up at the point that I was just not happy. As soon as I finished my degree, my career, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna see the world. What brought me to New Zealand? So I was living in Australia before, in Melbourne, and one of my good friends back there is a Kiwi guy. So my visa expired back in 2017. I didn't want to go back home, and my friend, he said like, hey, why don't you go to New Zealand? It's an amazing place to be, and full of opportunities, full of good people. I considered it, not for a while, like literally like a couple days, and I said like, yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. To be honest, I didn't know much about the country, but it ended up one of my best decisions in life. My first impressions of New Zealand, the first couple of weeks that I was here, because New Zealand is so small in terms of the city, the population, I felt like that was in the countryside of Australia, which is a little bit weird. Obviously this is just a first impression. After a while, where I was like exploring, especially Auckland, going to the shore, crossing the bridge, you realize it's bigger than that, obviously. I guess, yeah, that was my first impression, like really small town of Australia. The hardest adjustments in terms of culture, I wouldn't say, well, a little bit of language. You sometimes in Spanish you think about like expressions or things that you want to say, but it doesn't really quite match with the English language, which is funny. Food is another one. So that's one of the beauties of this country, that you can find so much food that you're not really used to that many options. You literally walking in a street in Auckland, and you can find Thai, you can find Vietnamese, you can find literally from all over the world. So that was quite surprising. I have tried so many like food from all over that it's quite nice. It's quite nice to have that. I wasn't really expecting that Kiwis are so friendly. So people in my country are friendly, but people here are also really friendly too. So they're really welcoming. They're really nice when you say like you're Colombian and stuff like that. They just, you become kind of a really interesting person for them. So that's quite cool. Well, my family, they feel, of course, really bad. They miss me, and I miss them, of course. Especially my mom. My mom is so funny. My mom always, I think she still has the hope of me coming back to live in Colombia, which is very unlikely, but I think they understand. They understand that is my life, is what I want, and I think they already accepted. My brother is also, I have an older brother, and he just got a baby a few months ago, and as hard as it sounds, it's I can't see her. Yeah, it's what it is, really. The main reason, there's several, but if I have to choose just one, I'll say quality of life.